What is up, everybody? I hope you're up. I hope you're as hyped as I am. Okay, because whether you're watching this on Heat Ratio Sports, whether you're watching this on Win Daily Sports, whether you're watching this wherever you are, man, football is back and it is back with a vengeance. Now, we went on here live last night. I've been on here the last couple days, been talking about make sure you're getting in on the Win Daily Sports prop models and the betting. But let's just look at this game and I'll explain to you why it's so important that you are hopefully got involved. I want to give a shout out. Number one, no, number one, forgot Tony Jigsaw Cutillo. If you don't know, obviously the plus money prop train, a lot of plus money bets tonight, a lot of plus money bets hit tonight, a lot of lineups hit tonight. We're going to get into that. I'm trying to do these after the games to explain to everybody who hit, who didn't hit, how we almost missed, what we can do for you, obviously, as a company and as a sports betting proprietor. Because what I will tell you is, there was a couple tonight with on DraftKings with a 50% live bet bonus. Okay. 50% boost of a live bet. And I hit it. I'm going to show you who else hit it. A lot of people hit it on the guy from Green Bay, which was Christian Watson. A guy was a topic of many conversations. Okay. But, if you were in our Discord and, as you're watching the game, you could have popped it up and we would have told you exactly what was happening. Okay. Exactly how to get that deal, exactly where to go in order to get it. And we hit so many tonight. I'm going to put them up on the screen as well. Again, Philadelphia wins 34-26. Again, Saquon Barkley absolutely taking over. I've said it again. If you've listened to the Win Daily Show on Sirius on the weekends, whether it be Saturday night, whether it be Sunday night, whether you listen to it all off season, before we got into the actual drafts, I touted Saquon Barkley ever since he came here in Philadelphia. And I say here because I am from Philadelphia. If you guys don't know me, I am a Philadelphia guy. Okay. And a lot of people call me a homer. A lot of people call me, yo, man, settle down on the Saquon Barkley talk. Just relax, relax, relax. I said, no, I'm not going to relax. Okay. Because while Christian McCaffrey is out there talking about, a calf, is it going to be good enough? Is he going to be able to duplicate what he did? I'm watching Saquon Barkley as the second coming of tonight, just tearing shit up. Okay. So I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited because I see what Saquon can be in this offense. That, by the way, the offense still wasn't even good enough. I had to tell you, man. I look at a couple things from both sides. Both sides. Josh Jacobs. I don't understand. What to look at with Josh Jacobs. I don't know if it was a scheme. I know the Eagles put a really big emphasis, on stopping the run. Okay, tonight. So again, 8 carries for 10 yards is just not going to get it done for Josh Jacobs, man. It's just not going to get it done. Christian Watson, again, only 2 catches. Romeo Doubs, 3 catches. Jaden Reed, who had the big night, 2 catches. Right. I mean, again, one of them went for a touchdown, right? So again, he had the sweep for a touchdown, but still, I mean, you have to look at the 10 of 22 for Jordan Love. And that's got to show you, look, man, the Eagles defense, as much as a lot of people weren't sure, is for real. So as a betting perspective, as a betting person, you have to keep that in mind as you're going forward with these props. Okay. Because a lot of people were in on specific props. Okay. I know I was in. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. A lot of people were in on these specific props. Okay. And a lot of them, they didn't come through unless they were actually scoring, right? Unless they were actually scoring. That's where they came through. Okay. That's where they came through. So, you look at this and you say to yourself, where do we go from here? Right. When you're talking about a betting perspective, you always got to look at where do you go from here? And is it just because it's week one, or is it because of what it's done in the offseason, what these players have done and new coaches? I mean, you see all Philadelphia, Kellen Moore. It's a Kellen Moore effect, man. It's a Kellen Moore effect. So, as a betting person, you could start looking. You could start looking at these players week in and week out because they were still able to eat, man. Like they were still able to eat. And I think that is the most important thing that again that you could get into is these players continue to eat. And that's very, very important. Okay. You look at Smitty still got involved. AJ Brown still got involved. Saquon was involved. Yeah, and Jahan Dotson didn't even get involved yet, right? It's a completely different story, right? Hey, glad the Packers lost. Listen, David, I'm glad as well because my Philadelphia Eagles won, right? And again, by the way, before I get to the picks, what we hit, what we didn't hit, scratch and save, right? So I want to give a shout out to three specific people that signed up for a yearly membership before kickoff. Edward is one. Again, I don't say last names. Okay, so you can believe me, you cannot believe me, but they're in our Discord, and they popped in right off the bat. Okay, so again, you got number one. I want to give a shout out to David. I want to give a shout out to Jessica, and I want to give a shout out to Darren for signing up for a 1-year membership, getting in under the gun with Win Daily. They got it under the gun with the 50% off. Okay, a $500 membership is slashed to $250. They were able to get it. So now we have a scratch and save. Okay. Now we have a scratch and save. Remember, like you buy the tickets, you scratch them off. You're not sure what you're going to get. If you're like a retail customer, like for Kohl's, and do you get 10% off, 20% off, 30% off? Well, this is what you're going to do. Okay. Very simple to see what you get when you sign up to Win Daily. Okay. All you need to do, number one, use the code word HEAT, HEAT, or you go to the link right up on the screen. Okay. Right there. There's the link. And then as soon as you go there, it's automatically going to give you a discount. You may get 50% off everything. You may get 3 months or 4 months for the price of 3. You may get 7 months, okay, for the price of 1. There's multiple different deals. It's like a roulette wheel, okay, that's going to spin in the background. So again, I started this earlier, so everybody has a little so make sure you get in there. Get over to windailysports.com. Okay. If you can't click on the link that's live in the chat right here, I have it live in the chat. Very, very simple. You can click on it. If not, go to windailysports.com and use the code word HEAT, HEAT, and see what you get. All right. See what you get because I'm going to tell you what you get after you get in. Okay. I'm going to show you what you get in or what you get once you get in. Okay. I am going to show you. I'm going to put it up right now. Let me get to it. Here you go. Okay. So, I'm talking right now over this. This is tonight. This is just tonight, and this is just a few. And I want to explain to everybody, okay, what we were able to do. Now look at this better lineup right here for $5. It's somebody hit for almost 1,000. Okay, $995 with picks based on our projection models. And as you see, you're mixing baseball and football because yes, we do it all. Okay, you're mixing both. Here's the Christian. This is key right here. Look at this Christian Watson live bet. Okay, this was the boost in DraftKings. So if you got in our Discord, okay, and now this specific person, listen, they put $100 on, okay, in our Discord, and they won $625 because the Christian Watson anytime bet was $350, but the live bet got a boost from DraftKings, specifically a 50% going up to $525. Okay, so plus 525, and it hit. Okay, Christian Watson may not have had a ton of yards, but he had a nice touchdown, right? He had a nice touchdown that hit up people a lot of money. Here we go. Saquon and Jalen combined. A great bet right here. 2+ combined, rushing and receiving. Whoever did it. We already know what Saquon did, right? We already know what Saquon did. Okay. Here's, this $100 for $325. Here's another hit on that right there. Look at this Saquon Barkley over 2.5. Anytime touchdowns a plus 1390. Okay. So like everybody was cashing in. And look what we just missed. Okay. 2 nice big parlays right here. Okay. 70 plus. So the reason why I show you this is because these could have been single bets for people as well as the parlay. Okay, so you got the anytime AJ Brown, the anytime Christian Watson, the anytime Saquon Barkley, the 70 plus for AJ Brown, and under there, you can't see it, was a 40 plus for Jalen Reed. Okay, so again, this is what you're able to get at windailysports.com. Okay, this is what we do every single day. And the best thing that we do is we put you into where you need to go. Okay. Whether that's DFS, okay, whether that's sports betting, whatever way you need to find it, we're going to help you find it. And not only are we going to help you find it, I'm going to show you exactly where to do it and exactly how to get it. That's what we do. Okay. That's exactly what we do. So as you see, we had a really nice night. Okay. We had a really nice night. And we're going to continue to have a nice night. We had a nice night the other day. And if you listen, okay, if you listen to all the information that we're giving you, you can really get one up on your competition. Okay, you can really get one up on your competition. All I will say to you, and this is a plea to everybody. I'm going to continue with this, and I will go, through the fire with this statement, okay, or this theory. No disrespect to people. There's people out there that have to sell. Okay. They work for companies and they hop on and they have to sell bets from a specific casino. Okay. That they're affiliated with. Not because they have any idea what those bets are. It's just because they have to sell them. Okay. So, yeah, they're selling you a pick, but you have no idea. Do they even understand what that pick is? No, they're probably getting it as a boost because it ultimately boosts their ratings and brings in more money for that bit to give them a bigger profit boost. Okay. They have no idea. We are the experts. Okay. We are the analysts. Okay. So we don't just represent one sports book, we represent 70. Okay. I say that because it goes across everywhere. Okay. So we obviously it's exaggerated. There's not 70 there. Okay. But you get my point. That's a little jigsawism that I throw out there. But I'm just saying we represent them all and we understand how they all work. Okay. I've showed you that before. We understand how it all works. So we're not just give you, hey, by the way, download this app for this sports book because they have this. No, we've researched, we've taken the picks from our model. Okay, our model that you get as a premium member, and we've put it into the algorithm, so to speak. Okay, and by the way, I will be doing some optimization tonight after this stream in our optimization model to see, who's looking good, who's looking bad, for Sunday's matchup. So I know a couple people been in Discord asking me for that. I will get you that information, give you some screenshots of what we're coming up with, and basically the best 3 or 4 guys you can get. I will say this in our showdown, in our optimal showdown lineups, Jalen Reed was a very, very big piece. He was low owned in the beginning, and his price point was very, 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 very valuable for a lot of lineups. So a lot of people were able to hit a lot of different money. My man Carlos says, hit some nice bets. Thanks to one of the staff putting live bets in Discord. Carlos, thank you. Yes, we have multiple experts in our live Discord that are putting in their bets. And again, like I continue to tell everybody, if you're a Win Daily Sports premium member, you get the betting picks page, which is so easy to follow. You can follow when you're in Discord. So basically, just to give everybody an idea how this works. So we have a system set up to where everything is going at one time. So when I go in, if I put my bet in our betting tracker, which is actually a protected Google spreadsheet that automatically talks to the website, as soon as I put that in, I basically research my bets. Okay. I put the bet in to wherever the sports book is. Okay. Like just for instance, I had Saquon Barkley. Anytime touchdown with a profit boost. Okay. Obviously had some juice on it in the beginning, was minus 115. But I put a profit boost on it that I got from DraftKings from winning some of my bets yesterday. Okay, brought it up to plus 225. Okay, so I put it in there as exactly the way I got it. Okay, but before the profit boost, obviously, because not everybody had that. So if you want to bet that Saquon Barkley number, literally all you had to do was go to the sports betting pick page and hit bet, and it would send you to the exact book. Okay, that's bet. Or once I did that, it sends it to Discord and it says, hey, live bet is shown, and all live bets are there. But we're also in the NFL rooms, the NFL season long rooms. And whether it be Jason, whether it be Sia, whether it be Dave, whether it be Sean, whether it be DJ, whether it be Rich, all right, people are in there dropping the bets all the time. Even some of our members, because we are a community. Some of our members are dropping bets as well, and stuff that they've learned from us as valuable members of our community, helping everybody win. So, Carlos, that's great. I hope you continue to hit this weekend. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, the best thing about these Thursday night and Friday night games that I've been able to do is, number one, the Thursday night game last night was fantastic because so many people hit on multiple bets that, and they hit the big parlay that I put in there. I put a 4-leg parlay in, and multiple people hit on that. And because they hit on that and got the free money, they all signed up for their yearly membership at Win Daily, and it cost them absolutely nothing out of their pocket because they used the house money in order to buy that. So again, scratch and save right now going on at windailysports.com, code word heat, HEAT. You never know what you're going to get. Okay, it might pop up. Like I said, it might give you a week for 50% off. It might give you a year for 50% off. It might give you 3 months or 4 months for the price of 3. It might give you 3 months for the price of 1. Again, it's like a roulette style, so it's fun. Now, looking at this game again, overall, I think what we could do from a betting perspective is the tush push was still there. Okay, but I don't think, like I told everybody, right? I told everybody before, back off the expectations of Jalen Hurts with the rushing touchdowns. They are going to feed Saquon Barkley. Okay, and I think tonight, even more with the fumbled snaps and some of the bad cadences, I think that tush push, especially in the red zone, is going to go away even more. Okay, so I will predict that Saquon Barkley, listen, this is just the beginning. Okay, this is just the beginning. That O line, I don't know if you watch Mekhi Becton, but listen, that dude is an absolute beast. I look at these things when I'm watching these games from an analytical standpoint, from a betting perspective, and I say, okay, are they opening up these holes where the guys get no? Saquon Barkley had some holes to run through, and his precision cuts were so hard and so fast that nobody could get him. Okay, those guys are monsters on the offensive line for Philadelphia, and to see what they did tonight, you can feel very comfortable in the prop market for Saquon Barkley. You can feel very comfortable in the prop market for AJ Brown. You could be very comfortable in the prop market, again for Devontae Smith. Now, besides that, it's going to be interesting. Jalen Hurts, it's going to be interesting. I think you've been pretty safe that you could see, even with some of the mistakes that he made, right? Even with some of the mistakes that he made, he still wound up with a very good point total. Okay. He still wound up hitting some of the props. I had him for 40 plus on the rushing yards. He had 33, almost hit it. Okay. Almost hit it. That's okay. Okay. That's okay. Didn't hit it, but that's okay. All right. That at the end of the day, they're not all going to hit. Okay. They're not all going to hit. But I keep saying this. If you bet 3 bets, okay, say you bet 3 props, okay, and at the end of the day, what you do is you're able to hit at least one out of those 3. You listen, you got to be happy, man. You got to be happy. Jaden Reed, 4 catches for 138 yards. I don't even know what else to say about that. I don't even know what else to say about that. There was some blown assignments, some blown coverages by Kason Mitchell. I think we'll get cleaned up. I don't think Jaden Reed is going to be continuing to put up these kind of numbers. So just watch your bets and watch your DFS numbers when it comes to this, because I think that's something that you want to keep an eye on. My man David says, so happy. Yeah, David. Obviously, I'm happy the Eagles won, right? 100%. My man Tyler checking this says, Tony was right. Tyler, listen, man, I'm not always right, but when I'm right, I like to toot my own horn. Okay. And I appreciate the support, brother. And you with Dave kicking ass on the post game show over at Heat Ratio Sports. They did a fantastic, fantastic job for that. Now, I just ran the roulette. and I'll show you what I came up with. So what I got was I hit it one time, and for me, I got $25 a month. That's what I got. So I got a 50% off deal. I did it once. There you go. I got the 50% off. So if I wasn't a member, obviously I am a member, but if I wasn't a member, I could sign up for $25. Right now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you signed up for $25 right now, you're going to make that money back on Sunday. You're going to pay for the next month, and then you're probably going to pay for a quarterly membership with all the money that you'll be able to get just by that $25, man. I'm telling you, just by that $25. Because see, this is how this works. Okay. Say you throw to scratch and save, you can log on, say this is the deal that you get tonight. Okay. So if you get this deal tonight to $25, okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get into our Discord, you're gonna get into our premium membership model. Okay. And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna figure out what books are you associated with. Okay, you're going to go right to that, and I'm guarantee you're probably going to have one or two that you're not associated with, and you'll be a new user. So you're going to go in there, you're going to explain it you're going to show. Okay, I'm going to explain to you. You're going to read how it works. Okay, you're going to ask me any question. You're going to make sure you get the deal. Okay, you're going to probably get $250 combined in free bet money by putting down that first minimum deposit, and you're going to bet some of that free money on Sunday based on our model. You're going to win, and you're going to pay for a whole year. Literally, that's how this works. Like, seriously, that's how it works. So honestly, I am trying to explain to you how this works. Okay. And it's honest to God truth. That's how it works. Am I guaranteeing a win? No, but the percentages are going to be in your favor. I'm just telling you that the percentages are going to be in your favor if you do it that way. So, yes, this is going to be a fun ride. This is going to be a fun ride. Green Bay has way too many wide receivers. Exactly. It's going to be a different guy every week. It's going to be a different guy every week, so you're really going to have to watch. You're really going to have to watch a lot of your props and your bets. Is Jordan Love going to be okay? It looks like he twisted something. I don't know if it was still his calf that was bothering him, or it was a combination of the calf and the ankle. You know, when you have a big guy like a Jalen Carter falling you, it doesn't tickle. But the fact that he was able to walk off and stuff, I think he'll be okay. Maybe a little tender, but I think he will be okay. Obviously, we'll look at some reports and we'll see what comes out. Now, look at Jordan Love, 17 of 34, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Not a great game, but not a terrible game, right? A lot of the game script was, listen, the Eagles played some really good defense. Josh Jacobs, listen, the one thing that was really good about Josh Jacobs, 5.2 yards a carry. Emmanuel Lewis did get some rock, only 4 carries though. Josh Jacobs didn't get in the end zone. I thought he had an opportunity to a few times. They just didn't get there. So the positive sign is 16 carries in a game like this. They're willing to give the guy a rock. Now, on the other end, you have the Eagles. Like I said, Jalen Hurts turns the ball over 2 times, but he still throws for 2 touchdowns, almost 300 yards, and rushes for 33. Okay, so if you understand how fantasy football works, or from a DFS perspective, those 2 interceptions, you lost 4 points, but you gained back 3.3 points. So technically you only lost 0.7. Okay. That's why Jalen Hurts from the betting perspective and DFS perspective is so valuable, because he can use obviously his feet. Saquon Barkley, again, 24 carries. Remember all those people that said he wouldn't get the rock? Last night you saw Derrick Henry only get 13. Well, guess how? Saquon got 24, man. 24, and also was involved in the passing game like I specifically told you he would be. Okay, I told you they were working on that, and they were working on that exact play that you saw, and they're going to be working on more as well. So look for Saquon Barkley to be involved even more in the pass game. Stephanie, watching from Chicago, Illinois. Stephanie, Chicago, I love it. You have to be happy, Stephanie, that the Green Bay Packers lost, right? If you're a Bears fan. All right, I'm gonna assume you are a Bears fan, right? So let me know. Tyler, sell high on Packers. Why? Yes, sell high, man. Sell high. This is going to be really, really tough to decipher every single week, man. Just like Carlos said, really, really tough. And again, I'm going to continue to listen. It's scratch and save night. Okay, whether you're watching this now, you're going to watch this no more, scratch and save night. If you're not a windailysports.com member, you need to get there now. Okay, you need to get there now. I'm going to put it up, just from tonight only. I mean, this is what we're doing. Okay, this is what we're doing. Stephanie, David, Tyler, everybody watching this stream. If you're not a member, now is the time. Tyler, don't worry, I will take care of you. Everybody else, let's talk about it. Yes, I am happy. I am a Bears fan. I knew it. See, Stephanie, I absolutely knew it. I knew you were a Bears fan when you said Chicago, and you were like, yes, God damn it, man. Get him. Get his ass. Right? We're talking about Jordan Love. I know. I knew it. I knew it. So that's good. Listen, I go back a long time. I'm a Chicago fan, just from a football perspective. Big time Chicago Bears fan, 85 Bears, one of my favorite teams. Got me in the football. I love the Richard Dent years, and obviously Refrigerator Perry, Jim McMahon, Willie Galt. Obviously, we all know about Sweetness, right? But yeah, I really, really love that the Bears are starting a little fresh this year. I think it was good for everybody. I am a Justin Fields guy. But I do think he needs a fresh start. And I think it's good for you guys with Caleb Williams as well. So, yeah, I know that you are happy. And I love it. I love that you are happy. So, again, make sure you get over to windailysports.com. Use that code word HEAT, HEAT. Get your scratch and sniff. Get the roulette discount. We'll see. Like I said, you never know what you're going to get, but you want to make sure you get in there before Sunday. I'm going to tell you that now. You got to get in there before Sunday. Because look, this alone. Okay, just this alone, I can tell you right now, this live bet, okay, that was put in here by a couple people, okay, this live Christian Watson bet that hit based on our analytics that we run the analytics throughout the game, okay, that's $625. This person got a 50% off membership for $249 based on his scratch and save roulette spin, okay, off that link, and he still has $400 in his pocket, and he's got a Win Daily membership for the entire year. So that's the way we roll. That's the way we roll. And again, I will say this: I'm gonna get a couple more numbers now before we get out of here, because it is late here on the East Coast. But what I will say is, I was getting back to the people that just throw this stuff out, and really can't back it up or explain exactly where it comes from. That's how we differ. We do this stuff for a living. And I say that full transparency. We're doing the hours and hours of research. We're making sure the site is up to where you need. We're making sure we're constantly in Discord talking to people. One of the first guys you're going to meet in Discord is going to be me. I've helped people connect their accounts, make sure they get them situated, understand where they're going, what's the best plays, where they should go, where they should look. So, not many. I'm just telling you, man. Like, I can guarantee you, 99% of the sports betting companies out there are not going to offer that to you. And if they do, they're going to charge so much more money to get one-on-ones with some of their. I'm not even going to call myself an expert. What I'm going to call myself is an analyst. Okay, 100%. David says Bears will show the Packers how to win this Sunday. David, I love the positive energy, my man. I love the positive energy. And let me look real fast too. I want to get into this before we get out of here on the Eagles set. AJ Brown. What have I told everybody about AJ Brown? I continue to tell everybody that AJ Brown is my number one pick in fantasy football. Okay, overall, because AJ Brown is going to be the most consistent wide receiver that you're going to get. Okay, so and here's why: you have Devontae Smith, okay, and you have Devontae Smith that had 7 catches for 84 yards. So Devontae, he ate. Yeah, Dallas Goedert, 4 for 31. What you can expect from Dallas Goedert is 4 for 30 or to 50 every single game. Okay. This is how much they're going to throw the ball. And that's really it. Saquon gets a couple. Jahan Dotson didn't get in the mix. Johnny Wilson got 1 target. Gainwell got 1 look. Calcaterra got 1 look. But the main thing is it's A.J. Brown's show because of the big playability for him to take that slant and that bubble screen all the way through. That's why he's a consistent week-to-week starter. I mean, look, 22 points tonight. You could book that 20 every single week, and that's why I love him. And you could look at his prop now. His receiving prop is tricky. Okay, his receiving prop is tricky. Yeah, look, we got a love fest going on. You go, Dave, with Stephanie and David here. I'm telling you, right? We're making football connections here on Win Daily Sports, talking about breaking down the betting perspective. I love it, man. I love it. This is great. This is great. This is what it's all about, right? This is what it's all about. But speaking back to AJ Brown, again, what I will say is just be very careful. And we're going to go through this in Discord all the time, but the prop for AJ Brown is more than likely going to be the yardage every week, because his receiving props are always going to be. Now today it was over 5.5. I didn't bet the reception prop, but I bet the yardage prop because the yardage prop was over 70. Okay, over and under was 70.5. Listen, if AJ Brown's anywhere between 65 and 75, I'm usually going to bank it every single week. I am, because that's he gets a lot of yards at the carry. When dude 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", nothing but solid chiseled. Okay. This dude's a big guy. He's hard to bring down. He breaks tackles and he cuts on a dime. He basically cuts like Saquon. Okay. And that again is very, very special. So that's the thing. And then on the other end, the Devontae Smith prop week in and week out is most likely going to be the receiving or going to be the receptions. His prop normally runs between 4 and 6. His number tonight was 4.5, over and under 4.5. That 4.5, I'm telling you right now, is gold. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock the 4.5 in every week. I will tell you right now, if it's 4.5, if it stayed 4.5, no matter what no matter what the juice was on it. Okay, but if it stayed 4.5 for the entire 16 to 17 games, okay, I guarantee you he would hit that prop 90+% of the time. Okay, that's how much of a lock that prop is for Devontae Smith. Okay, so that's the way you look at these. Go yards for AJ Brown, go receptions for Devontae Smith. So, yeah, AJ Brown is absolutely incredible, Stephanie. Absolutely incredible. But listen, I am going to get out of here. I want to break this game down from a betting perspective. I want to show you what some of our members hit tonight, and I wanted to explain to you again. Now I went on last night with everything was 50% off. I told you that was going away. So a new deal now is the scratch and save. Okay, you go to the link that's directly in the comments. Okay, you just go to that link and you click on it. Okay, that is the promo right there. You see the heat after it. ATAT, that is the promo. As soon as you click on that, the chain's going to work through, and boom, you're going to have 1, 2, or possibly 3 deals. Some people were getting all 3 deals at 50% off. Some people were getting 25% off on one and 25% on another and 50% on another. So you just never know what you're going to get. But this is going to run until Sunday at midnight. So you have all weekend to get involved in this deal. Or you can go to windailysports.com and just type in the code word HEAT at the checkout, and it'll do the same thing. Okay. So, and if you have any questions, make sure you hop it in. David, great show. I love it. David, you keep checking in. I love it, man. Anything I can do for you, as always, let me know. You can also, if anybody wants to email me at Tony@windailysports.com for any advice when it comes to bets and fantasy football. I am all ears to check my email constantly. And don't forget, make sure you're liking and subscribing. Whatever channel you're on right now, whether you're on the Win Daily Sports channel, whether you're on the Heat Ratio Sports channel, make sure you give both of them some love. We're some great partners in this game. Heat Ratio Sports does a lot of actual sports talk, pre-games, post-games for Philadelphia and everywhere else. Talk a lot of good stuff on that channel, and they run betting segments that are powered by Win Daily Sports. And right here, you're going to get all the Win Daily. Tomorrow morning, college football DFS, 9:30 a.m. Make sure you tune in. Again, Joel and Dave will be hitting hard once again. Stephanie, I love it. I appreciate it. Great show tonight. Make sure you're checking back in as well. Make sure everybody's getting into the scratch and save deal. WinBWSports.com. Code word HEAT. Everybody have a fantastic night, and we'll catch you back winning more this Sunday.